law to let you give campaign cash to politicians for their own personal use. And in the State House, they called it business as usual. I called it legalized bribery. And while it didn't make me the most popular guy in Springfield, I put an end to it. When I got to Washington, we saw some of the worst corruption since Watergate. And I led the fight for reform in my party, and let me tell you, not everyone in my party was too happy about it. When I proposed forcing lobbyists to disclose who they were raising money from and who in Congress they were giving it to, I had a few choice words directed my way on the floor of the Senate, but we got it done. And we banned gifts from lobbyists and free rides on their fancy jets. And I am the only candidate who can say that Washington lobbyists do not fund my campaign, they will not run my White House, and they will not drown out the voices of the American people when I'm President of the United States. That's what change is. Let me tell you what else change is. Change means a tax code that doesn't reward the lobbyists who wrote it, but rewards the American workers and small businesses who deserve it. Unlike John McCain, I will stop giving tax breaks to corporations that ship jobs overseas, and will start giving them to companies that create jobs right here in Colorado and right here in the United States. I will eliminate capital gains taxes for small businesses and startups, because that's how we'll grow our economy and create the high-wage, high-skilled jobs of tomorrow. I will cut taxes. Listen, I will cut taxes for 95% of all working families. My opponent doesn't want you to know this, but under my plan, tax rates will actually be less than they were under Ronald Reagan. If you make less than $250,000 a year, you will not see your taxes increase one single dime. In fact, I offer 3 times the relief for middle-class families as John McCain does. Because in an economy like this, the last thing we should do is raise taxes on the middle class. And for the sake of our economy, our security, and the future of our planet, I will set a clear goal as president. In 10 years, we will eliminate oil we import from the Middle East. We will do it in 10 years' time. Now is the time to end this addiction. And understand that while, yes, we have to drill for more oil, yes, we have to find new sources of energy, drilling alone won't be a long-term solution, not even close. As president, I will tap our natural gas reserves, and we'll invest in clean coal technology, and we'll find safe ways to harness nuclear power, but I will also help our auto companies retool so that the fuel-efficient cars of the future are built right here in America. I'll make it easier for the American people to afford these new cars. And I'll invest $150 billion over the next decade in affordable, renewable sources of energy, solar power and wind power, and the next generation of biofuels. An investment that will lead to new industries and 5 million new jobs that pay well and cannot ever be outsourced. Colorado, you understand clean energy. You are at the forefront of clean energy. Governor Ritter is at the forefront of clean energy. We need Washington to be at the forefront of clean energy, and we will be when I'm President of the United States of America. Now is not the time for small plans. Now is the time to finally meet our moral obligation to provide every child a world-class education. Because it will take nothing less to compete in the global economy. I'll recruit an army of new teachers and pay them higher salaries and give them more support. But in exchange, I will ask for higher standards and more accountability. And we will keep our promise to every young American. If you commit to serving your community or your country, we will make sure that you can afford to go and get a college education. No ifs, ands, or buts. We will send every young person who wants to go to college in exchange for community service. Now's the time to finally keep the promise of affordable, accessible health care for every single American. If you have health care, my plan will lower your premium. If you don't, you'll be able to get the same kind of coverage that members of Congress give themselves. And I will stop the insurance companies from discriminating against those who are sick and need care the most, because I know something about that. I remember my mother being sick on a hospital bed and having to argue with companies because they were saying it was a pre-existing condition. I know what it's like to watch a loved one suffer, not just because they're sick, but because of a broken health care system, and that's why I intend to change it, not 20 years from now or 10 years from now, but by the end of my first term as president. Now's the time to change our bankruptcy law so that your pension is protected ahead of CEO bonuses. Now's the time to protect Social Security for future generations. And now is the time to keep the promise of equal pay for an equal day's work, because I want my daughters to have the same opportunity as your sons. Now, somebody was asking how we were going to pay for it. These plans are going to cost money, which is why I've laid out how I will pay for every dime by closing corporate loopholes and tax havens that don't help America grow. But I will also go through the federal budget line by line, and I will eliminate the programs that no longer work and make the ones that do work better and cost less. And Colorado, I'm not a Democrat who believes that solving our problems is only going to require more money. It's also going to require a renewed sense of responsibility from each of us. Because yes, government must lead energy independence, but each of us has to do our part to make our homes and businesses more energy efficient. Yes, we need to provide more ladders for success for young men who fall into lives of crime and despair. But we must also admit that programs alone can't replace parents. That government can't turn off the television and make a child do their homework. That fathers must take more responsibility for providing the love and guidance their children need. And I also believe that even as we keep that promise for the next generation at home, we also have to keep America's promise abroad. If John McCain wants to have a debate about who has the temperament and the judgment to serve as the next commander-in-chief, that is a debate that I am ready to have. So while Senator McCain was turning his sights to Iraq just days after 9/11, I stood up and opposed this war, knowing that it would distract us from the real threats we face. When John McCain said we could just muddle through in Afghanistan, I argued for more resources and more troops to finish the fight against the terrorists that actually attacked us on 9/11. And I made clear that we must take out Osama bin Laden and his lieutenants if we have them in our sights. John McCain likes to say he'll follow bin Laden to the gates of hell, but he won't even go to the cave where he lives. And today, as my call for a time frame to